Rising 16 fields. Okay. You gone through the notes that which I have sent? Okay. Okay, thank you. It has everything, I guess, what you want. User exits, the gaps, high priority issues are there, and all the tables and fields. So I need to get it DTP actually, make a soft copy, but not getting time. I need to convert it to the print version actually, the soft copy. Yeah. Because some people cannot understand my handwriting. Okay. But like it looks great when it is like the material what I have given for SD. The figures, the colors and everything. Looks impressive. So I want to make that. Most probably in this month itself I'll get that done. Okay, how was your interview? Okay. 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 Oh, okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yes, 7 companies means you should work almost 24/7. Okay. Actually, in Middle East, there is like this concept. At a time, like these people would, the consulting companies from Middle East, like they will have 4 to 5 companies in hand, and they will put one guy. It's not like you support only one project. Pricing. No. Never. I have seen a couple of friends who was working that, like they are handling 3 to 4 support projects at a time. See, like actually what happens is, this company which is providing you the job, this is not the main company. This would be like a tier kind of thing. There would be another 2 or 3 companies more superior to this company. Okay, so someone will get the main project, then they will delegate it to someone, and then they will delegate it to someone else. Okay, this is the main consulting firm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. But this would be a tough job for you, right? Yeah, implementation is always a good choice. But to get into the job and rolling, you need to get into something else first. Okay, this is a contract, right? Okay. So you'll be on the rolls of company. Okay, okay. So you should take care of all the things like you need to know multiple business process. It's on. Yes. And suppose say sometime if they get two tickets at a time, then how it goes? Mm-hmm. Okay. 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 So like introduction, like it's true the interview. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. Pretty long process. Okay. So anyway, all the best. Like because we need to try these kind of things. Because many people will not get a opportunity or a chance to get into this kind of atmosphere. It's good if you get into these kind of things. Most probably because of your experience, they would be taking you, right? You have multiple experience in APO, these all things. But because if it is a single SD knowledge, they may not be considering for this, such a kind of post. Only SD. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Vast. Yeah. But. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Okay. See, like, if it is an implementation project, it doesn't change it. Even it is 6 years or 3 years, everything is same. Well, because you will identify the same gaps, you will have the same business process, you will have the same DDP. Only the thing is, you will be handling little higher level things. That's it. Only the challenge is in support project, where because if you are into six years experience, sometimes they would be asking you the L1 tickets also, high priority tickets. So if it is a 3 years or 4 years, they will not touch L1. They will only focus your interview on L2, L3 tickets. Well, because you will be not responsible to handle those L1 tickets. So like that's the reason. Like see, if it is a one implementation or 10 implementations, everything is the same. The SAP methodology is same. Business process is same. The same BBP document, same configurations, everything is same. You can tell the same thing for all the 10 projects. Only challenge comes when it is support. When if it is a testing, they will be asking you what test cases you prepared, what is the scenarios you tested, like what is the percentage of success, test success. That's the main challenge. Like see, I can say after finishing this training, you can comfortably go with 4 plus to 5 in between anywhere. That's for sure. That's for sure. Like depending upon your understanding and like say you have certain experience, right, already. Depending upon that, you can claim another 1 year. That is nothing but 6 years. It is close to. But because if you can configure what is there in my study material completely, that itself is a complete one implementation for SD module. And somewhere you see how you will be integrating with the MM and PP and FI also. So I have given very clearly steps, like someone asked, like say in your project how you integrated with your FI consultant. I have mentioned very clearly in revenue account determination what is the process to be done and how you will talk to them and what information you will request from them. I have given everything very clear. So if you can at least now or after finishing the training, if you can completely configure this thing, what's there in the document exactly, that itself is nothing but one implementation completely end to end. Okay, and I will be sending you some BPB document. I will send SDA as a separate and a whole like of all the modules which is implemented to that company from my previous company. Like you will get a very clear idea of that. It's a small implementation, but it will give some good idea to you. It's into steel rolling. And as I was telling you earlier, very big company of steel. I have that BBP also. It might help you how the reporting. In that actually the detailing is very clear. The reporting and the 2D process, everything. It's a very vast implementation actually. So you can gauge in between these two. Like say if it is a normal small implementation, how it would be, and what would be the requirements. And if it's a very big implementation, what would be the requirements. After end of this class, I will send you. Okay. And the other implementation, in that you can even find a little lot of attachments, the 2B. You'll find a small icons there, either PDF or Excel or Word document. Just double click on that so that it will again open some other document. Okay, that is 2B document. Yeah, I'll send it after finishing this class. Okay. So you'll get a very clear picture how a SD looks like completely end to end. Yeah. Yeah. It's not like that completely, but everything is a challenge. That's the reason. See why? Because if you are into the job, you have the time and you have that particular bracket of time to spend on that. But I don't know how my schedule every day. Well, if once I finish training and which the free time what I have, I can spend that time with family or some other personal work or whatever it is, so that I cannot dedicate that time. But suppose say if you are working, you have that bracket of time which you have dedicated time allocated to that work. So that's only the reason, as I told you. If it is something, if I can give understand it and immediately if I can give a solution, that's not a problem. Suppose even 1 hour I don't mind sitting on that. But first to understand, well, because to solve a ticket, first we need to understand the business process of the company. That means I need to go through the these things like configuration documents, what earlier has been done. So it is a lot of lengthy process. I tried it earlier, but not quite successful in that. Okay. So yeah. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Sure, Definitely we can try that. Something, yes. No, no, don't worry about that. Like, well, because see, only one thing is in SAP the best part is you'll have time. Okay, and see, comparing to other technologies, in suppose if it's a .NET or it's a Java or something, you have to develop the logic there, and you should make sure that you get the output there. But coming to SAP is you know output. First thing. Second thing, you need not to develop any logic. Why? Because the logic is there already in the system. Only thing you need to know where that exists and how to configure it. Okay, and there is a lot of support available on the internet. Why? Because suppose say if it is a pharma industry or cement industry, it is most likely that two people get the same issue, and they already put that in SEM. And but only the thing is you should know how to find it, the exact way how you search it and find it. Okay, that's like in SA, that's what I have seen in this SD. Working is quite easy, but understanding is quite tough. Like first of all, we need to understand that documents what client provides us, client's business model, client's business process. So understanding those things is first a challenge. If once you understand that, you know what is there in SAP. But ultimately, like you should be in a position like to know what's all there in SAP, like what are the controls you have. If you know once that, like easily we can do that. So we will definitely just work on that. What you are saying. Okay. So shall we start the class now? Okay. So we'll be seeing 16 fields today, which is in a pricing procedure. /08. We tried this any of the scenarios? Okay, okay. 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 Yeah. I guess it's the configuration is there in the document, the scan document. I guess it's there in that. Yeah, in the project. It should be there. Batch management and variant configuration both. Yesterday. Actually should. Yes, like this way we will find many advantages later on. Why? Because we can represent something like FS document. FS document, you see the structure I have drawn with the hand, but I can easily have with colors and something which will be more appealing. I'll just check if it's not there. I'll send it to you. It would be the last, I guess. These extra concepts always comes last. Maybe because they are not important for the interview, but for working purpose they are important. Okay, so this is 16 fields. I guess you already know this. Okay, I have made an image of here. Like say the first one is step. Step is the first field of the 16 fields. Like this step actually specifies the sequence of condition type in pricing procedure. In what sequence you want to place the condition types. You see, like 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Not, oh, just a minute. Are you able to see my screen now? Okay. Okay. No. We can see what messages we received, but we cannot send, I guess. No. Because it's always linked to the phone number. On desktop you will not have your phone number. Okay. Yeah. That's a single product, right? All the max. No, even thought of that. Yeah, if it's from laptop we have other options like Skype or something else. Not a problem. Okay, so the 16 fields. So the first field which we are going to see in the 16 fields is the step. This is step, and step is nothing but like it's a number, and this specifies the sequence of the condition types in pricing procedure, like in what sequence the pricing procedures are placed in these things. Okay. And step number will also be used in from and to, like see for any further calculations to calculate some discount or freight or whatever it is, we will use this step in the from and to, like say in from I will say from 1 to 3. That means from 1 to 3 we will calculate something and put it in the next step. It can be freight. Okay, from and to, like this is mostly used to determine the base value for calculating condition type value. Okay, well, because if you see some pricing procedure, you see here from we have placed 10. Okay, that is nothing but what is 10? 10 is a base price. That means I want to calculate this ZUSP condition supplement from 10. So if you want to calculate something, we will be using from 2 to. Okay, that is step, and next one is counter. Like counter in general actually it represents as a substep to the main this step. Now because like if there is no space between the steps, suppose that this actually counter we will be using mostly in support projects. Well, because someone has configured the pricing, and now we have a requirement that something to be added into that, and at that point we will not have option to insert something here, because already it's, let's say 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 like this in a sequence. We don't have an option to mention something here. We cannot delete this existing one. So at that time we use counter. Okay, that's the reason SAP already always says that use instead of 1 2 3 like spacing like 10 20 30 40. Why? Because if it is something to be inserted there, we can insert between 10 and 20, that is 11 to 19. If it is 1 to 2, we don't have any gap to insert something. Okay, so that's the reason the counter comes, where we can insert something if it's required, and mostly used in the support projects and enhancements. You see here, I mentioned here, maintain step number with some gap in real time for further future requirements. In real time always you should take like 10, 20, 30, but not 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, next is condition type. Like condition type specifies the pricing element, what it is. Like it is a price, it's a base price, it's a discount, or it is a tax. So it can be any condition type. So condition type, this third field specifies what type of condition type it is. Okay, and the fourth one, it is description. Like we use description like to describe the condition type, actually, to describe what condition type this is. And description, like it also help to bifurcate the pricing structure. Like say this is base price, here we have bifurcated it and we have added something else here. Okay, so like description will be used to describe the condition type in sales document pricing 1, and the second thing is description will help to bifurcate the pricing structure, like gross value, base value, net value, total value, tax, discount, freight. It's a description. Like see, when it comes to when we see the pricing structure in a sales document. Okay, so suppose say if I don't have this field name, so how you can know what is YPR0 or Y007 ZUPP? Okay, so where? Here, here, here. Yeah. Like this, it will take from the condition record which we maintain. Okay. It's taking the same thing. The condition value is nothing but the base price. Okay, you are talking about this base value. This we mentioned in these 16 fields here. You see here, base value. Actually, this is base price. One is base price. Yeah. We will mention that in the from field. One here. Okay, it one like, okay, that's a 1 is 9,000. What we are telling the system, take this base value from 1, from, we'll mention here, subtotal something. Okay, and the next field, the fourth field is the fifth field. The fifth field is from. This is from, and from is also called as standard base, which will help to do the calculations in alt base type. Okay, like from field will help to determine the value for calculating the condition type in sales document pricing, and from field will it will help to determine the base value to calculate the condition type value. Like if you want to do any calculations, like say from is like if you put something in from and we want to add something on that, like say 10% discount or 10% freight, so we make use of this from. Which one here? This one. Yeah, this is 2. Yeah, yeah. We will leave it as blank. Why? Because if you want to calculate something on only one particular thing, then we use from. If you want to use, like suppose say net value is calculated on base price, discount and everything. So there what you will do is we will specify from as 1, that is base price, and till what steps you want to calculate. Like say if you want to calculate till the step before the net value, that is nothing but it comes discount, it includes freight, it includes what all is left, like any other discount or whatever it is. Then we will mention 2, like say from 1 to step 80, that is net value. So what it will, and if we say 10%, it what it will do is from 1 to 10 it will calculate, and on that 10% it will apply. Okay. Yeah, it's standard base. Okay. Yeah, this one, base type. Yeah. It will look at only from. No, no. Okay. And to fill, like it is used to accumulate the values of a multiple steps which are in a sequence. Like suppose say, as I already discussed, like say if we place from 1 and say 2 as 10, that means it will help to accumulate all the steps from 1 to 10. Okay. Okay. So which all the steps are in a sequence, like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, so it will accumulate all the things, and whatever the thing we want to calculate, it will calculate on that. Okay. Next is manual. Like if we check this, like say we have a manual checkbox here. Okay. Like if we check this, like what happens is then the condition type will not be determined automatically into sales document. We have manual in condition types, you remember there, right? Delete, add value, these all things. Okay, so what happens is for manual, if we check manual here, this condition type will not be automatically determined into the sales document. We need to key in there in sales document. Okay, and like user has to enter it manually, and all the header conditions are manual. But because header conditions mostly it would be for discount, which applicable to the whole document. So sometimes like depending upon the customer, if we want to have some discount, then they will enter in the sales document instead of determining it automatically. Okay. Okay. Like we have some. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah, we can see it. Well, yes, why? Because header condition it applies to the whole document, not only particular single line item. So we can see that in the item conditions also. Yeah, it already applied the discount. My, it's group condition. It's total document value or group of material. We will have two options there actually. In header conditions, in group conditions, we will be having group routine, one field. In group routine, we will have three options saying that one is total document value or one is only material group pricing. I'll show you. You see this group condition, and you see this group condition routine. In this we have different options, but one is the total document value and one is material pricing group. This comes from the metal master. Yes, all header conditions are manual conditions. No, they are not group conditions. This one, see, group condition comes when we only check this. Okay, and it need not to be all the time group condition, but a header condition is a header condition which will not have an access sequence. Okay, like say HP00. Okay, so all the header conditions don't have access sequence, and all the conditions, if I don't want group condition here, I can remove it. Like if you want to apply the discount to the total document value. No, even it's a header condition, if this is not checked, then it will not be applicable. No effect there. Neither it will give any discount. That's it. Well, because this is the configuration where it activates the group condition. You see this? Like he's like that, the same thing which example we have taken, like item 10, 20, 30 having $100 discount. Last day we have discussed. Okay, it's the same thing, close to more or less, but what the thing is, where group condition is controlled by this configuration. See, even if it's not a header condition, if I check this, that will behave as a group condition. If I go to PR00, PR00 doesn't have group condition. Okay, but if I check this, it will become group condition. But which actually main controls is this condition class A. So for discounts and surcharge, we need to have condition class A. If we see HB00, you see A. So these are the configurations which help the condition type to behave. most probably for all the condition it is checked. What are the header conditions we have? HM00, HM00, HB00, RB00, RB00. For this, RB00 doesn't have. Actually, for what this RB00 works for? I remember the condition type, but I don't remember what's its impact. Discount. Yes, yes. Yeah. Yes. Let's see. These condition types are classified according to their roles and right. Like say EK01 and EK02 is for some purpose. AMIW and AMIZ is some purpose. So if we know what's the purpose of that condition type, then we can understand the configuration of that condition type. So for RB00, I remember it, but which one? Yeah, it's KMP or KMK, some structure would be there. Yeah, just a minute, I'm just checking. You have the document which I have sent yesterday to you, the scan document. Can you just once check in that? Like the table and field already it's listed there. You have pricing tables, right? There are pricing tables already listed there. Just a minute, if not I'll just check. Okay. Okay.
Is saying which conditions will.
Yeah, group condition routine is nothing but like whether it want to be a document value or a group of material value. On what the group condition should be applied. So we'll just check this. Okay. So, like your question is, what is group conditions differ from, right? Okay. RB double zero. Yeah, but they are already created orders, right? Created orders. So yeah, yeah. If we have the order number, we can easily check once. Pricing. Can we do after the class then? Okay. Okay, okay. But there are a lot of header conditions actually. I listed it somewhere. Yeah, yeah. Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm. That's true. Even yes, that's true. Okay, that's good actually. Yeah. No, no, it's we'll just check. Even I haven't put any emphasis on this earlier. Different functions and some discount in output determination. Okay, we'll see it later. We'll do some research on this. The condition type is RB double zero. Actually, R doesn't stands for header condition, I guess. Okay, anyway. Yes, it doesn't have the access sequence. Something close to related to that. It's not like that. Not necessary. Yeah. Yes. Yes, we will not see that. Yes, yes, that's true. Yeah, I will also just check that. Okay. So like we are discussing the manual. So as man, actually that stopped us. All the other conditions are manual. It has to enter manually. Like see, we have a scenario here actually. We have just discussed this, right? Standard all header conditions are manual. Like say suppose we have a manual condition type, and which user enters manually into the sales document. Okay, that can be a header condition or something else. If we check manual, that will become a manual. Like say, but the client's requirement is after entering the condition type into the sales document, like system should not allow to change the amount or value. So how to configure this requirement?
So it should be under.
Yeah, yes, we have manual entries here. Okay, so if you want the user to not to allow the change the value or amount, we will uncheck this. Okay, so like this is a small requirement of a client. Okay, so that's where it relates actually. Again, we always look back to the controls. This is the most important, like not only this, any controls, it's a sales document controls, it's a delivery type controls, item category controls, or it is a credit management, those controls FD32, and availability check OVZ9. Wherever you, this is here where we control all the things, the configurations. Whatever the requirement you get, you again you need to come back and search here for that. So that's the reason I tell like at least you should remember 20 controls. Okay, so next is required. Say suppose if required is checked, then if that condition type is missing in the sales document, so system will not allow to save the sales document, and incomplete documents cannot be processed. Okay, so if we check required, that means that condition type should be there, it must. Suppose I check both, it's manual and required, so this will not automatically determine into sales document. But if user doesn't enter that, system will not allow to save the document and process, because it's a required condition type. Okay. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah, yeah. It will tell it. In the sales document? No, no, in the message itself, here itself it will tell you. Required condition type missing. Yes. Okay. Next is statistical. Next is statistical. Like if any condition type, if we check statistical, and certain condition types already has statistical. That means it's a must and statistical should be checked for those condition types. Okay, so if we check statistical means like what happens is like this condition type value will not have any effect on the net value. That means its only purpose displays it, that's it. Suppose say all the cost conditions are statistical.
Right.
Okay, VPRS is a statistical. But why we put VPRS in sales document, which is a cost condition? Okay, say cost is 5,000 and our selling price PR00 is 10,000. Okay, so why we put this and why we make it statistical is it's only for display purpose and it to analyze purpose, like say what is the profit we are getting end of the day. Okay, so if we don't check it statistical, what happens, it will get it printed in the invoice where customer will know the cost price also. Okay, so that's the reason this is always statistical. Customer should know only selling price but not the cost price. Okay, so there are many statistical condition types, like say SKTO, discount, okay, and PI01, KUMU, it's by default it's a statistical condition type, and EK01, EK02, the cost conditions which we discussed. Okay, so these all are by default statistical condition types. So for any condition type, if we check statistical means like this condition type value will not have any effect on the net value. Okay, and if we check statistical means like these condition values will not be posted into the accounting. So it will not have any effect in the accounting. You see here EK01 cost. Like this we have a lot of condition types. So, and one more thing is like for all bifurcation steps, like say base price or a net value or gross value. So all the bifurcation steps we will have the statistical checked. Okay. So the reason why, because we should know them, not the client. Okay. So next is print. Next is print. The values are important in print. Like see this field specifies like whether to print the condition type amount and value into the printouts. That means in the invoice or in any other document. Like whether to print or not. Say if you want to print, then we will need to maintain this X. These values are important, X. Okay, and if you don't want to print, like it was not printed, like say we leave it as blank. And if you want to print the condition type at header level, then we maintain S. Printing at total level, total means it's header level. Okay, so if you want to print it header level at S, this X and S is important actually, and you can find some interview questions on this also. Like if I want to print total document value, what is the field to be maintained in the print? So that is S. Okay. So next is the subtotal. Like actually subtotal, it will be used, you can see in the document also, like subtotal. So subtotal, like it would be used to store the values of condition types. Like say in some temporary, like suppose we want to do further calculations. So to do that calculation, we want to store this condition type value somewhere for a temporary purpose, and after calculation we will get the final figure. Okay, suppose say I want to apply 10% discount on the base price. So first of all I need to store that base price somewhere so that I can apply 10% and get the final value. So this subtotal field will help us to store the value of this condition type in some temporary tables and fields, so that it will help for the future calculations. You are telling about the from step, this from, okay? Yeah, like what happens is, see, we will store that value in the subtotal. Then after, the calculations will be done from the basing upon the formula which we maintain in either alt calculation type or alt base type. So if your calculation is based on alt base type, then you will use this from step. From step is not used in alt cal type, it is used in alt base type, because it's a standard base. Okay, so subtotal it helps to store some value for further calculations, and those calculations we will do in this cal type and base type. And while doing calculations in alternate type, alternate type and alt base type, like if we want any condition value, first we will store here. Let's say we have some formulas also in subtotal. This is predefined formulas which system has given already. So for credit management there is certain things. Rebate we have something.
Yeah.
I will tell you, like these are very important actually. Like we'll just see this, but very few would be important for us, because even certain things we can't even understand also. Like these are the standard 1 to 7, which 1 to 6 is like but standard which SAP gives, where we can store value. And we have something which is already predefined, that is for a rebate or a for cost, credit, gross value. Suppose say you see this cost, if you want to store cost and later you want to do some calculations, that means the percentage different of profit what you are getting. You want to see the what percentage you are in profit. Then first we will store the cost value in this, and we will apply the formula in alt calculation type or alt base type. And at the same time, if you want to store the value for credit purpose, credit management, then we will store as A, this formula. Just a minute. No. Yeah, credit. And let's say for rebate agreement it can be some 7. 7. If you want to check the rebate thing, it's 7. Like it's this is important field, just like, but we will be using only in our project or in the training purpose only these two. One is credit A, at the max we will be using A, and one is rebate, that is 7. Okay. The next is requirement. So requirement is like it's a condition which system will check all the time. Like I marked as a red the requirement, actually it's very important. Like say requirement is something as it's a condition which system always checks, and if the condition is fulfilled, then only the system will get that condition type value into the sales document. And if that condition type is not fulfilling, then system will not determine that condition type into sales document. Okay, that means suppose say if first the standard requirement is 2. Okay, you can see what 2 says, like item with pricing. Like item with pricing, actually the requirement 2 checks. That means this price, this item should be billed. Okay, so if that requirement, like if I left it blank or if I left it something else with some other figure, then the requirement is not satisfied, so it will not get that into the sales document. You see, it says like pricing is turned on in item category configuration. That is where it is. Yeah, UOV7. Just a minute, I'll open that. See, there is a field pricing in UOV7 item category. You remember that? We will maintain either X or B or left it blank. You see this pricing? What is X? X is pricing standard. That means, so what this condition requirement 2 checks here, it checks the pricing is turned on. That means that material should be billed. Okay, so if in pricing if I leave it blank, that means it cannot be copied. The pricing will not be copied here. Okay. Okay, this is one requirement, and this requirement to always check that in item category the pricing should be either X or B. That means material should be billed or it should be free. Okay, it checks that. Okay. Which one? TVAP, it's a field. Yeah, pricing should be on in TVAP. TVAP, it's a field, like what the field we need to check it. Let me check this field then. Here we don't have option. This is TVAP. So that means it is activating the pricing in this field. Why? Because system understand only these fields. Okay. So pricing is on here. That is X. Okay. Likewise, we have many requirements. The basic requirements we will be using in day-to-day configurations actually in the real-time project. You see 4 is cost, and 4 is used for VPRS, cost condition type.
Yeah.
Okay, so if it is 4, that means if we are determining VPRS condition type into the this pricing procedure, then it should have requirement 4. Then only system will check the cost. So what it says, determine cost according to the item category configuration. So we have a field here. What is that field? Determine cost. Okay. So it will again, this 4 again says that it come and check in the item category configuration. Determine cost. What is determine cost? This is the determine cost. As we already discussed, if this is checked, then only this VPRS condition type will be determined into the sales document. If it is unchecked, the VPRS condition type will not be determined into sales document. Okay. So now you see, like again we are coming back to all the things. And requirement 4 checks that determine cost field in the item category should be checked. Now what we discussed, say you know what is this 9? Yes, after the tax. So what's the condition type? We use this 9. Yeah, it's SKTO. Cash discount is always SKTO. So, and what 9 checks? In Metal Master we need to have that cash discount checked. Relevant for cash discount, discount after tax. Like in Metal Master we have one field, check cash discount. Okay, if once we check that, then only cash discount, this SKTO condition type will be determined into sales document. So this 9 checks whether the cash discount is checked in Metal Master or not. Cash discount? Cash discount is before tax, I guess. Before or after? Before itself. Why? Because we cannot give discount on tax, right? What this is here, after tax. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Yes. In payment terms, 2% extra discount. So after tax. We already raised invoice and we have a due date with the customer saying that should be paid within 1 month. And we will have an option also for customer saying that if he pays within 15 days, he will get 1% discount on the amount what he is due. So their SKTO condition type would be used. And to be eligible for cash discount, we need to check that in the activate that in the customer Metal Master. But because all materials may not be eligible for discount. Even though sometimes customer is eligible, but material may not be eligible. Okay. So next is 55, requirement 55. Requirement 55 is used for R100 condition type. Like if it like R100 condition type is determined for free goods item, and R condition type will make free goods line item value 0 completely. And the requirement for R100 is like say 55, and even 55 checks the same thing. Like what it checks in the item category, this should be B. You see, 100% discount, free goods. So if we maintain 55, what it will do is it will come here and check whether it is B or not. If it is X, means it will not apply the discount. That is, it will not make the item value 0. Okay. So this is R1. Like if not, I'll put it in simple diagram here. Suppose say we have material X and we have material Y. This is build material, that is tan, and the material cost is like suppose say this is PR00, the condition type, and material cost is 2 lakhs. So for this material we are offering Y as free. Okay, so that means what is the condition item category for this? TANN. Okay, you see TANN here. You see TANN? It's B. Okay, TANN. And in TANN, the pricing is B. That means, suppose say this, if the discount is 50,000, So here what happens is, what this requirement R100 condition type will do is, it will go and check that in item category whether for TINN it's B or not. If it is B, then it will make this 50,000 as 0. That is completely 100% free goods. Okay. And requirement 22. You see this requirement 22? Intercompany. So what this requirement, because we have intercompany, like what it says is, the ordering company and the receiving company should be two different companies. Okay, that means the delivering and supplying company should be two different company codes. Okay, so this is the requirement where it checks. And 22. Okay. That's good. See, for what is BUKRS? BUKRS is company code, I guess. I'm very poor at this ABAP code. Like, I know what actually required, but I can't read this code. But just want to just see like what it is to show you. Here we can set actually. Like BUKRS is actually company code. The field for company code. Yeah. T001, I don't know. But BUKRS is company code, that field. So it's just comparing the two different, the company code should belong to two different countries. That means the supplying plant and the receiving plant should belong to two different company codes. Then only it will become an intercompany transaction. Okay. Like this is very in-depth actually to open this code. But if you can understand like what it is, that's much more than enough for us. And 24, it's only in like say this is used for rebates actually. 24. Okay, and the rebates is calculated in billing document always. Okay, so 24 checks that the document should be a billing document. Condition is only applicable invoice, credit, debit memo request and returns pro forma and excluded. So you see here, condition, this says that this condition tells that this should be applicable only in invoices and credit memo and debit memo, not than any other. Okay, so requirement 24 is used for rebates, and one more is, these are little important things. Like if you can remember this and if you can talk in a discussion about these things, that gives a very good impression in the team or in any meeting. Like we just seen requirement 2 is having some table also there. It says VTPA or some table. Or just now we have seen that TVPA. So if you can tell them like in the table TVPA, if if you use this terminology, like that gives a very very good impression. See, you see my document yesterday which I have sent, the scan copy. I have listed not less than 2 to 300 fields there. That is the reason I mentioned all the fields. Like see, you can even go and get in from the system also. You can just press F1 and you can get it. But why I have mentioned that is like those are the main tables which a consultant should have in tip of the tongue. And just now we have seen BUKRS. I don't know what that code is for, but I know what is BUKRS actually. And I know what's the purpose. Like say BUKRS is company code field, and the system checks that ordering and delivering plant should be belong to two different company codes. If someone asks where is the company code here, that is this is company code. As part of SD consultant, if you know this, that is much more than enough. You need not to know all this code. Okay, so that's the reason I have listed all the 200-300 fields, which will help you in writing the functional spec. So at least know that you know all those fields, and it gives a very good impression if you talk using those terminologies. And this is also same, use it for rebate, but what purpose? Condition applicable on rebate billing documents. See, in rebate settlement again we will write like earlier 22 says that it should be applicable only in the invoice document, that is billing document. This says that like it should be only a rebate settlement document. In the same way 10 is for tax. You see 10?
Yes.
10 is for MDWST. We maintain 10 for MDWST. And this checks that like plan should determine into sales document. See, what happens is sometimes tax will not be determined into the sales document in the pricing. If you go to conditions there, you will see all the condition types, but you will not see the MWST there. Okay, the reason is if you don't maintain this 10 requirement for MWST, then MWST will not be determined into sales document. And this 10 says that plant should be determined into sales document. If plant is not there, tax will not be determined. If plant is not determined into sales document, even MW also will not be determined. Plant or departure country is set. Why? Because tax is based on this. Suppose say if we take India. India has CST and VAT both. Okay. See, if, suppose say VAT means within the CST is interstate, VAT is within the state. So plan determines whether it is interstate or it's between states. Even tax is applicable on this. So that's the reason it checks that tax field, the requirement 10 checks that first plant is determined into sales document or not. Delivering plant. Ship to party, the departure destination zone. Okay, and we have one more important one is 55. You see this free goods pricing 55? We already seen one requirement for free goods, that is 55. You see this 59? It says also 15 free goods. You know difference between these two? Like see, for 55 the condition type is R100 will be determined, and there is one more condition type called NRAB. Okay, so NRAB is without item generation condition type. So I will put an example here. You see here what happened. For 2 lakhs I am giving a discount of 50,000. Okay, 50,000 means I am not giving 50,000, I am giving 50,000 material free. Okay, suppose say, if business demands say that X material 2 lakhs. Okay, if I don't want to generate a new item as a free goods, that means I don't want to offer an item as a free goods, but I want to discount within the amount what he has placed order. That means I want to give 20,000 order, so minus 20,000, it is 1,80,000. Okay, so here there is no item. You got it? Suppose say if he order 100 material, it is 2 lakhs. Like if not, we'll take it a round figure, say for our discussion purpose it will be easy to calculate. Say 100 material of X is 2 lakhs, 1 lakh. Okay, that means each item is 1,000 rupees, right? So I want to offer a discount of 20,000 minus 20,000, that is 80,000 would be the price which customer has to pay. Okay, so here what happens is NRAB condition type will be determined. If R100 condition is determined, then what happens is customer will get extra 20 items. That means he will be getting 120 items. If this is R100, you got it, that is 20 items is free, 100 plus 20 items, 120 items. But I don't want to give extra items as free, but want to deduct it from here itself. That means if customer pays for 80 quantity of X material is enough, I will deliver 100 goods to him for the price of 80,000. Yeah, it's same as inclusive exclusive. Actually it is inclusive exclusive free goods. But okay, more goods, yes. Yeah, yes, you see here you are getting more 20 goods here. Here you are paying less, but you are getting more goods. You are placing order only for 80. It's exclusive. Like in that again we have two things. One is with item generation and without item generation. In like free goods again we have with item generation and without item generation. Actually we will discuss this after finishing the 16 fields, complete free goods. More goods in the same price. You see, like for NRAB we don't have inclusive exclusive, but R100 condition again we have inclusive and exclusive. We will discuss very detailed this thing. Okay, just to show you here, like these 59 checks that This is used for NRIB condition, and system determines NRIB condition type for free goods. This is without item generation. That means extra item, no extra free goods item. The discount is included within the item which is placed. That means like NRIB condition will deduct the value of free goods from the main item itself. You see here, it deducts the value from the main item itself here. But there is no extra item generated. Okay, so NRIB condition is for 59 requirement is for NRIB condition. Okay, and for any requirement to be, see, these are the standard requirements which system provides, and this may not be.
Hold for a second, I will write back. Hello?
Yeah.
Adi?
Sure. Yeah. Okay. So these are the standard requirements which system already provides, but in real time actually these requirements may not be enough to give a solution to clients' requirements. So all the time, like, we would be having to develop some new requirements, and we need to provide function specs to ABAPer. So to develop a new requirement, the T code is actually VOFM. Like, ABAPer will take care of this, and all the user defined requirements should start above 900. See, like, above 900 is user defined requirements. Like these requirements are developed by ABAPer. Like, we will just discuss one case, one scenario of a client. Actually, I have mentioned the important requirements here, but I haven't mentioned the business scenario. But I'll just show you, like, business scenario of a client. Suppose say client requirement is they have two base prices. Okay, they have two base prices, base price condition types. Say one is PR00 and second one is ZR00. have these two base price condition types in the pricing procedure. So while creating a standard order, like system should determine this PR00. Okay, for a standard order, system should define this PR00. But if it is a third party order, system should define this ZR00. So how we will configure this requirement? Why? Because for PR00 we have a requirement, say 2 standard. So 2 will see that the pricing is B X in the item category. So it will determine as a standard order. But we don't have any requirement for third party. And these two are used in a single pricing procedure. Okay. So in a single order, if I create an order, if it's standard order, it should be required. This should be determined, and if it is third party, this should be determined. So can you just think of how to configure this or give a solution to client? Okay. Okay. But this is not an intercompany to check the company code. Party. This is not an intercompany. This is a third party. If it is a intercompany, then we can check company code. I'll just tell you the solution. Write a function specs for this. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So say the requirement is, if it's a line item 10, and for this if it is PR00, and the requirement is 901. Okay. If it is 20, it is ZR00, the requirement is 902. Okay. So this should be TAN and this should be TAS, third party. Okay. So for this we have a standard thing, requirement 2. Okay. So what an adapter will do is, like, he will write a code saying that this is star, right? See, what he'll do is, like, he'll just check ch is check KYMP. You remember what is PSTYN field? PSTYN, it's a pricing, I guess. Exactly, don't remember this. Okay, so what he will say is not equal to TAS. It can be anything, but it should not be TAS. Okay, so what happens? It will be TAN, that is PR00 is determined here. So you're telling about BBAP? Yeah, in that actually we will just he will just write a piece of code like this, saying that in pricing, I exactly don't remember this actually, what is PSTYN. Like, he is looking at the pricing structure here. Okay, why? Because we want the condition type to be determined here, and if this requirement fulfills, then only this condition type would be called upon. No, suppose we are saying that we have this both condition types in a single procedure, and for a standard order and a third party order we are using the same pricing procedure. We don't have a separate pricing procedure, same pricing procedure. Yeah, standard order, other one were third party. So okay, 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 yeah, no, not from the item category. Why? Because it should know the pricing structure actually. I'll just check what is PSTYN. Yeah, it might be a structure. Like I'll just discuss the solution actually for this. Like say if it is this, right, 2 means it PR00 is getting determined. At the same time, like what if he checks, like say check KOMP and PSTYN is equal to TAS. So if it system finds TAS here, then it will determine the ZR00. Okay, so this is a simple requirement code how an adapter will write. He'll copy the standard one 2 and make some other number like say 901 or 902, whatever it is.
Yeah.
There's something else here actually. Control billing, item proposal, item category proposal. I have surely make a note of it somewhere. Okay, I'll let you know like what is this KOMP, this structure. But actually for this scenario, the solution is this, like how a new requirement would be developed by an adapter. Okay, I just even checked in the fields but I could not find that. Most probably a bigger function, this function spec would be there in there. Okay, we'll go to next field, that is alt calculation type and alternate base type. Like these alternative calculation types and alternation base type is both are formulas. which will help us to do some calculations. Like see, we'll just see some difference. Actually, I noted here. You see the differences between what is alt calculate and alt base type. Like say, we use alternative calculation type if the calculation part of the condition value is not standard. That means if the discount is not standard all the time, it need not to be a 10% discount. Okay, so if the condition type value is not standard, then we would be using this alt calculation type. This one, yeah. Like see, like we use this alt calculation type if the condition value is not standard, and we use if the base value of the condition type is not standard. Here it is condition value, and yeah, base value is from. Yeah, like see, this base value actually this comes from the condition record actually, which we maintain from the in the condition record. Okay, and coming to alternative calculation type, if we maintain formula in alternate calculation type, the system calculate the formula and proposes a condition value. System itself will propose a condition value so that we need not to maintain a condition record here. We'll place the formula here, alt base type, so that system will do the calculation and it will give us the value without a condition record itself. Yeah, yeah. If it's in a weight, like here, yeah, yes, based on the weight. Yes, okay, okay, alteration calculation type, not base type. Like I will be sending some example also on this, a clear example for understand this. Like in here we have to maintain formula not base type, then we have to maintain the condition record also in alternative base type. Here we need not to maintain the condition record. That's the difference actually. Why? Because here system is itself proposing a condition value basing upon the formula. Okay, and the standard base is from which system will start calculating it. And as we already discussed, like see, to do this calculation we need to store the value somewhere, that is nothing but the subtotal which we discussed earlier here. It can be a cost, as you were just talking about the freight, Okay, it can be anything. For a temporary values, we'll store in the subtotal. Okay, so next is account key. Like account key, it's one of the parameter to determine the revenue GL account. Like for posting the invoice values into the accounting. Like say we would be having different account keys, saying say like what is account key for base, because discount is posted into a separate GL account and the revenue is posted into a separate GL account. Tax is posted into a separate GL account. So we need to specify to the system in which GL account this value should be posted, which we maintain in the pricing. Okay, so like we have different account keys here. Like I have mentioned here already how it should be. Like B, this is rebate condition types. ERU, ERL. Okay, like say for base price we use ERL. I'll show here account key. For base price we use ERL, and for discount we use ERS. ERL is sales revenue. Base price is nothing but our revenue, what we are getting. You see here ERL. In the same way, I'll just minimize this. In the same way, ERS is for discount. You see sales deduction. Discount we offer basing upon the base price. So sales deduction. And ERF is freight. And we have standard MWS for tax. You see MWS for tax, and MW3 also is for tax. And rebate is ERB. ERB is here, rebate settlement. And accruals, it is ERU. For rebates we use accruals. Rebate accruals, it is ERU. And we can define our own account keys. In revenue accounting, we'd be see how we create these ERL, ERS, ERUs. If you want, we can create our own account keys. Okay. And see, like we have a few interview questions also on this actually. Like see, you see this, like there is a condition type which is statistical. We already discussed this question, but we assigned an account key to it. So what happens? So what would be the effect of that? Like what happens is there will be no effect because statistical has priority than an account key. So that it will not post into the accounting. If it is not statistical, then we assign an account key. That means it should post into the accounting. Yes. ERU. ERU is for accruals, right? Only to sum up some amount from the main item. Yeah, that's what. See, what happens it is like say if the account condition type is statistical. What is condition type statistical? It is not only ERU. If the condition type is statistical and we assign an account key. For statistical, actually we don't assign any account key. Why? Because we don't have anything to be posted into the accounting. Okay, this is actually a tricky question. So what happens if I assign a account key to the statistical condition type? In general, so if I remove statistical for that condition type, the value will be posted into the accounting basing upon the account key what I assign here. But what it is statistical will always have priority than the account key. Okay. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay. Yes. Yeah, but will not have an effect. See, for rebates, general entry it has an effect. For but rebate, what happens is it will debit and credit, but it will not have a effect on the this value, document value immediately. Why? Because we use this for the future settlements. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Only for rebates we'll have an accounting entry, and for other statistical we don't have an accounting entry. Only for rebate we have this ERB. Only this would be posted. Other than this rebate, if any other condition type is a statistical, like VPRS, SKTO or anything, if we assign any account key to that particular condition type, so what would be the effect? Will it post the... Yes. Yes. Because statistical will have the importance than the accounting key. It may not be. And that doesn't apply in rebates also. Actually, like this... Yeah. Yes. No, statistical is only to compare actually. Affect the accounting. And at the same time, like we have one more. You see this? Like the just what we are debating on. There is a condition type which is statistical, but I want to post into some GL account. Here, what it is says, I have assigned to it, but what happens? Okay, but here you see there is a condition type which is statistical, but I want to still post it into some GL account. So for what that we will do is, we will assign that condition type, we will assign condition class as C in the controls. Just now what we are discussing, rebate condition.
Can we do some?
Yeah. Okay. Stat. Rebate statistical F1. Yeah. Condition is used for statistics. Yes, sir. Yeah. That yeah. Yes, like see, we can see this condition type in the document, sales document, with the price, with the value, but that value will not have any effect on the final value. Final value. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No, there is no relationship actually, but this is a tricky question to confuse between what is statistical and what is accounting key. This. Okay. Okay. Yes, why? Because it will not have, it will not post anything into the accounting. Okay. No, no, it will not affect. Why? Because as just we have seen, it is only an indicator which shows the value, but not have any effect on the final value. Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay. Nothing will happen. But where it will post? Anywhere. And what's the effect of that? But because see, if you are not mentioning it as a statistical, that means it should be posted somewhere. Okay, okay. You're saying like, suppose say we can say as a base price description. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. But like, I haven't tried actually. That's a good question actually. Without statistical and without account key, what would be the effect? I'll include that question in my interview questions. That one question I learned today. Yeah. Okay. Yes, yes. Yeah, and I guess it would be tough to find the answer also for this question. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, accounting document. Yes. Like, is it this one? Like, say, if any condition type is a statistical, and if you still want to post, like rebates, we can do that actually. Yeah, yeah. For anything, if I maintain C. Okay. Yeah. No, no. If you want to do, we can do it anyway. Yes. Yes. Accounting impact. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Okay. That's one thing. Like, I just mentioned rebate pricing here. Actually, coming to the Indian scenario, what I would like is you just go through this once. Okay. So if you can understand, that's okay. If not, I'll explain you. This reverse pricing. I'll just, yeah, this forward and reverse pricing. Actually, what all we have seen is a forward pricing. That means we will arrive at the total from the base price, discount, freight, tax, and everything. But in reverse pricing, you see, we will arrive at the last from tax, discard, everything in the reverse manner will come actually. Okay, and this is used in only very few industries like cement industry, where the price is not standard and keeps on fluctuating. It's not subtracting actually. We'll use the formulas here. You see, all calculation type formula and all base type formula, and arrive at some value here. And basing upon that, we charge BED, SCD, like basic excise duty, central education cess, secondary education cess. Actually, mostly this used in India and cement industries, as far as I know. Okay, so the reason, like, you just go through this, if you understand, it's okay. If not also, it's okay, because nowhere now they are using this reverse pricing. Where? This one? This one? This is subtotal. So what I am doing is, we are storing this value in subtotal and making a calculation. This is alternative calculation type and this is alternative base type. So first we will store the values here, then we start calculating and arrive at a figure. Okay. So where is that? You see, here you can see very clearly. Yeah. Yeah. There is nothing but PR00, the base value. Some value there. Then after on that we are calculating all the things. You see, PR00, it's just a copy of base value. That's this. The base value. Only 1 lakh. We are storing only 1 lakh. On that it calculates everything and sum up to the final value. That means it adds tax, excise, basic BED, ECS, SCCS, everything. Actually, it's a little confusing actually. So what I recommend is just go through this once very clearly. If you understand, it's yeah. If not, I'll send you very clearly what this all feels, everything.
Yeah.
Sure. This one, sure, sure. I will. Okay. And there is a simple client requirement also. Extra credit period, how to offer. And see, like say, we are all the time talking about like pricing will be determined into sales document, right? So you know how pricing actually determines into sales document, from what is the steps system follows to determine a pricing into sales document. Yeah, but condition technique, but there is some sequential steps system should follow. Rather, just 1 minute, excuse me, an important call. I'll just okay.
Hello. Okay.
Hello? Hi, I'm sorry. It's an important call actually. Okay, so there is a sequence which system actually follows to determine the pricing into a sales document. Okay, so see here, you see the image here. So whenever we create a sales order, so first what system do is it will try to determine the pricing procedure basic upon the sales area what we enter into the system. First it will find out the pricing procedure. So if it finds a pricing procedure, then it will go into the pricing procedure and it will find the condition type. Condition type, it will check the requirement. So from that condition type, we assign access sequence to all the condition types. So it will go into the access sequence of that condition type, and it will check the condition record what is maintained for that condition type. Like it checks the tables. Then it says like for what the condition record maintained for that table. That is for customer 10, for this material, the price is this and the item category is this, like this. Okay, like this is a process actually system works for getting a pricing into the sales document. So this is the flow actually. Okay, there's a write-up also here, you can just go through. And say we have seen till now like the 16 fields, right? So even in the 16 fields, will system consider all the 16 fields in when it's calculating the price? Like in what sequence actually system checks? Will system also follow the same sequence like step, counter, condition type, manual, required, statistical, print? Will system follow the same sequence? No, actually system will not follow the same sequence. System will follow like this sequence. First it will go to step, counter, condition type and requirement, then subtotal, then base type, all calculate type, and from to manual, then anything is left like it's a print or whatever it is, equals account key. Okay, so this is the thing. Like say if you find any interview question like say what sequence system follows out of 16 fields in pricing procedure to determine the condition type records into the sales document. So this is the sequence system follows. Okay, and like some interview questions are here, and the pricing reports, how to do that I have mentioned very clearly the path here, how to create and how to execute. Like yesterday we have seen this, right? Client want to introduce the new condition type which is created after creating the order, but that condition type should be shown in the invoice. Already created sales order. Condition class L. Condition category L. Okay, sure. I'll just explain it here. Say it's November 1st and we have created a sales order. Okay, and today is December 4th and we are creating invoice. Okay, so in this between time there is one more condition type which is introduced, like say Z new. Okay, so I want this also to be included in invoice. This can be a discount, it can be a surcharge, whatever it is. Okay, so if I want this to be introduced into the invoice, why? Because invoice is always created with reference to sales order. That means what all the data in sales order is copied to invoice. Okay, in standard actually what happens, this condition type will not be copied into the invoice. So if I want something new condition type to be copied into the invoice, then we need to create that condition type and maintain condition category as L. So what this will do is it will even include in the invoice. Okay, I'll show that option. Uh, you see this L, I check L, generally new when copying. That means when invoice is created, what it do is it copies everything from the sales order. But this is new. So generally new when copying. So it will include this also if you maintain condition category L. Okay. So for any sales order which is already created, if you want to introduce a new condition type in invoice, in pricing, so then you need to maintain that condition category L for that new condition type. Okay. Sales order, like that's it. We finished this pricing. Like there are few scenarios and extra things which I have mentioned here. Okay, so you can just go through the document, and you have a lot of entry questions on pricing actually in my document. Okay. Yes. No, they will be saving the tables also. Can you do one thing? Can you open the material which I have sent yesterday? The project material? Okay. In that, you find the tables and fields topic wise. First is customer master, then after material master, then after sales document, delivery document. In that you can see the pricing tables very clearly. After the sales documents, before delivery. And you can see some scenarios also on pricing. After VBUP table, VBUK, VBUP, there is pricing table KONV. VBUP is item status, or VBUK is header status. Right? Yeah, KONV. Sure. Yeah. Step. You can see this in KOSC 11. We can see all the fields, I guess. Yes, just a minute. You see KONV table. SM30. Just a minute. It's much more than that. No restrictions. You see the fields and description here. Yeah. Yes. No, no order number. Meaning you can get it, I guess, with VBEL and item number and it's only the condition where system saves. To apply sales order. Internal number. Yeah. Okay. SQVI. It's a T code. Okay. SQVI. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Here, get the sales order number. Not exactly to create, but okay, I don't know actually. This is the first time I'm using. This is a back query. Okay. Yes, yes, only one table like this. Yeah. Yeah. I'll just find if I can come up with some scenario where it use RB00. I'll just check and let you know. Works. Okay. But most of the important fields I have listed already in the document. It saves you a lot of time again going back and searching for. You can read from the document itself and that is much more than what we use in real time. If you have something exceptional business requirement, then you can go, no need to touch the system. If not, you can get everything from there itself. Okay. So like we have finished the pricing and we have interview questions here. I have more 60 plus, but if you are listed here, I will send you the other questions also. I have some 60 to 70 plus interview questions, but here only 39. Okay, so